Go on, Caleb.
Yeah. Hey, what is going on, nerds around the world? It's the Nerds United as One crew. It's your boy Caleb, the founder, the guy that started this all. Excited to be here, guys. It's a little impromptu episode that I wanted to have. I wanted to bring the guys together to talk about some pretty important shit. Because whenever the Star Wars news, the nerds are going to talk about it because that's just what we do. So let me introduce the guys. I got the OG crew pretty much here with us. Starting, of course, with the one, the only, Mr. Paul English. Paulie, what's up, buddy?
What is going on, nerds around the world? Yes, this is a special impromptu Nerds Hangout, not an official episode, but, whenever big Star Wars news happens like what's been going on recently, you got to know we're talking about it.
Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. And another one of the OGs for sure. The one, the only. Yes, he's still around. He hasn't left us. Mr. Chris Miller. Chris, what is up, man? How have you been?
Doing good.
Where have you been?
Yes, I'm doing good, guys.
Yes, sir. It's good to see that you're not. Thank God.
Good to see you're not dead.
I'm here, guys. Yeah, we're ready to talk this news, and for the particular news, the writer of Batman v Superman will be tackling said film. And I'm gonna make a call. I'm calling this out. Friend of post mothers have to say first name.
Please don't ever mention that movie in my presence ever again. Thank you, sir. That would be wonderful. And of course, last
what movie did he mention?
Huh? Batman vs Superman.
I didn't hear what movie. Oh yeah. That warrants muting.
Yeah.
That warrants the muting. We don't talk about that.
Chris Terrio, Chris Terrio, probably, who was writing episode 9, also wrote Batman vs Superman. So
let's be fair under LucasFilm.
To be fair, though. To be fair,
great.
He is an Academy Award winning writer, and I'm kind of dubious about how much he wrote, how much he wrote of BVS that wasn't rewritten by Snyder.
Right.
Good point.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, guys, I don't want to get off track. Also joining us, last but not least, is Mike. Mike, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing? Ready to do some Star Wars, and in JJ we trust.
Yes, that is true, guys. So let's just dive right in, guys. Let's get into it. Recently, Disney and the LucasFilms, put out a statement, put out a press release, whatever you want to say, that Colin Trevorrow is no longer directing Star Wars Episode 9. And to be honest, I was kind of happy because honestly, I don't think he's a very good director. I think he's kind of a better version of Zack Snyder in the fact that, things look nice, but is the story, Jurassic World, I don't know. So let's just start there and kind of hit the news as they come. So, Paulie, give me your thoughts on why you think they let him go. If you were excited for him to direct, are you excited that he is no longer doing it? Just your thoughts, Paulie.
Well, if I had to guess why they let him go, it's probably because he had a vision for the film and it clashed with what Kathleen Kennedy and the folks at Lucasfilm wanted.
Right.
But as far as my excitement or featurette about letting go, I really didn't have anything to say. I didn't even know he was attached to the project.
Okay.
Star Wars 9, it's still 2 years out. I'm thinking I'm too concerned about 8 right now to be worrying about 9 at the moment. So I didn't really have any reaction to his departure.
Also, I just want to throw in before I go to Chris and Mike. There was a rumor that the reason that he was let go is because he had a film in mind that heavily involved Carrie Fisher, and of course, with her untimely passing, they're gonna have to, because they're not gonna recast her, so that's not gonna happen.
No way.
So they have to rewrite the entire script to kind of have a new movie, and I guess he didn't want to direct that movie. I'm not sure if that's what it is, but whatever. Chris, your thoughts on Colin Trevorrow, why he was let go, if you were excited that he was let go, etc.
I'm probably the only person that had kind of a partial enthusiasm for what his involvement in Episode 9. I like Jurassic World. That's the film he directed. Maybe it's not as good as the first Jurassic World, but it's a pretty entertaining, pretty solid.
Certainly better than the sequels.
Oh,
yeah, definitely
there's
better.
There's no arguing that.
Yeah.
You know, I can admit my enthusiasm dimmed a little when a film he made called The Book of Henry was released and didn't get good response. I mean, so I kind of my enthusiasm kind of waned. I mean, I'm saying he might pull for it. I mean, I did have my doubts. I guess I was kind of lukewarm on his being outs from helming Star Wars episode 9. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's for the best, but I'm glad that JJ's coming back. I have no doubt that there were some issues with film, some creative differences. I mean, no doubt about it. I mean, maybe, like I said, maybe it's for the best. I mean, of course, from the reports I heard, he's very egotistical when it comes, and very assured when it comes to his directing ability. So, yeah, maybe the two it's flew together like two pieces of steel, sparks flying everywhere. Maybe it's for the best. I mean, I like JJ. I like what he did with Star Trek. Love what he did with Star Wars again. I couldn't be even more happier.
Okay, cool. Okay. All right. Mike, your thoughts on Colin Trevorrow getting fired? Because he pretty much got fired. You know, why he was let go. If you were excited that he was let go.
I was not excited, actually. I was looking forward to seeing what he would do with Star Wars because, if anything, from what I've heard, he was a massive Star Wars sweaty. I mean, he loves Star Wars. And
right.
when you have a director that's that big of a fan, and then he ends up not, he has the option for directing. He has the ability to direct a Star Wars movie, and then it gets taken away from him. You gotta feel sad for the guy. I mean, he had his dream, and it was taken away from him. So I feel bad for him. Why he did? I don't doubt it had something to do with Carrie Fisher. I'm honestly, I would not be opposed to Carrie Fisher to Princess Leia being recast. I know that's kind of hypocritical to some people, but I just look at it. What would Carrie Fisher want? And Carrie Fisher would not want the character to just be written out or have like a CG image. She would want someone else to take on his legacy, because that's right. That's how she was. So
maybe if they want to do like a young Princess Leia story, like maybe her as a teenager or something, I could see that. But
I mean, okay, say like someone like Helen Mirren. I think if you took someone like Helen Mirren and put it in that role, she is a grade A actress. I think she could take that role and run with it. But you know, whatever you want to do with Carrie Fisher, I do think that that Colin wanted to probably go one way with it. He when after she died, you know, he was pretty much scrambling to try and deal with what he wanted to do with the script. And I'm guessing in the end that just clashed with what Kathleen Kennedy wanted.
I'm guessing that led to the postponing the release date from May to December.
No, I think that was JJ.
Come on, stop it. It was all JJ.
I think that's JJ's decision. And honestly, it's
same thing with episode 7, bro. We did the same thing with episode 7. It was May of 2015, and all of a sudden, now it's December. So deja vu all over again. JJ gets the job, and they're moving the release date to December.
But to be fair,
more time.
He's got to completely rewrite it. He's got to completely re-storyboard it. He's got about 6 months of work in there to do. So it makes sense to do the delay.
My opinion, guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm with you, Mike. I knew he was a giant Star Wars fan. I think that episode 9 had a lot of Leia. Leia was a central character, and I, honestly, like I'm gonna go against the grain with you. I wouldn't be mad if you recast her, recast as an older Leia, because I would rather have Princess Leia in Star Wars than not have her. Let's just write her out. Carrie Fisher did all that work, but because she passed away, no one can ever do that role again. I don't agree with that.
Exactly.
Like, I love the character Princess Leia. Look, I love Carrie Fisher. Everybody loves Carrie Fisher, guys, but come on. Look, I love Princess Leia. Now, that's not saying, like you said, a Helen Mirren, someone like that couldn't come in and do a great job.
The character is bigger than the actress.
Nothing against like, it's nothing like, if you're going to remake Aladdin live action, cast Will Smith as fucking Genie to take over for Robin Williams, then we can recast Princess Leia. Like, I mean, come on, bro. Because nothing's more iconic than a Ron Williams improving as Genie. Like, let's just be real here. So, I wouldn't be a cast to it. Like, if you. But here's the thing. I guarantee you, like a control might have said, you know, like Captain Kennedy, you know, like Lucasfilm and Disney. What if we recast it? You know, no, we can't fucking do that because they're gonna revolt. They're gonna go crazy. They're gonna hate that idea, and a lot of Star Wars fans do. And I get it. Like Paulie, I know you would probably hate that, and I get it. I understand. But I'm on the other side. I'd rather have Princess Leia than not have her, because Princess Leia is a part of Star Wars that'll. It's probably your dad, huh? Sorry, that'll never go away. Like you can just say, well, Carrie Fisher died, so we can't have Princess Leia. What? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. It's really frustrating. But it's whatever. Like, I'm not trying to, like go on a tangent, but so let's get to the next news. JJ is back, people. JJ has returned to Star Wars, and I am kind of surprised. It is kind of a lukewarm, reception. Chris, I'm coming to you first. Your thoughts on JJ coming back, and your thoughts on on kind of the split from Star Wars fans.
In JJ we trust, as I said. Yes, yeah, I'm loving this news. Part of me surprised. Part of me isn't. I don't know. I think I'm conflicted. I don't know. Maybe I'm ambivalent. But I'm glad JJ's back. I'm glad JJ's back. I'm glad he's back. Like I said, he reignited that spark of Star Wars that we so long to have back after the prequel trilogy was not well received by fans and critics. And it needed that spark. And right now with fans, there's this kind of schism not only in Star Wars fandom, but in the Star Trek fandom, because he rebooted the Star Trek franchise as well. Mm-hmm. And there are people who are not appreciative and do not like what he did with those franchises. Whereas I'm a fan. I like what he did. He brought back that spark of Star Wars. He brought back the feel, the spirit, the tone. It was all him. He just knocked it. It was a home run. I like what he did with that. I'm glad that he's back. I mean, I know many people aren't. I mean, I know there are most people that are thrilled, but man, I'm real beyond words. I'm glad he's returning. I mean, he needed to recharge those batteries.
Okay, Chris, thank you, sir. Mike, your thoughts? JJ's back. In JJ we trust. Are we excited? Are we lukewarm about it? How do we feel, sir?
In JJ we trust. He has a really good track record. I mean, just look at what he's done on TV. He did Alias, which I loved. Yeah. He did Lost, which I really enjoyed. He's done he did Mission Impossible 3, which take Mission Impossible 2, which nearly killed the franchise dead, and then he brought it back to life with Mission Impossible 3. It was fantastic. And he got Star Trek, which he brought back as well. He brought back Star Wars, Super 8. I enjoy Super 8. So I mean, he has a very solid track record. I gotta admit, I am kind of surprised at the negative reaction to by a lot of people. I mean, granted, sometimes his endings are not up to par, but you could say that about half the directors in Hollywood. Come on.
If you don't mind, let me jump in and say something real quick, and then I want you to respond because you said something interesting. People are saying they're not excited for JJ because he don't know how to finish. Exactly. JJ is great at starting, revitalizing, Force Awakens, Star Trek, Lost, starting on these great things, but they're like, well, look at the finale of Lost. Look at this. He didn't end very well. What do you say to the people that say that JJ is a great starter and he's a horrible finisher?
He didn't stick around for the ending of Lost. So, whatever you thought of the ending of Lost, that was not his fault. Exactly. He wrote it. He got the series running, and everyone will agree that the first few seasons of Lost are the strongest. And then he moved on to other projects, which is his right. And other people took it to the end. And that's when it kind of went downhill.
I don't know it went downhill. Seasons 2 and 3 kind of meandered. I mean, but the last half of season 3 kind of went back on track. But these season 4 and 5 were just, they were just killer, man. Just like, I'm lukewarm on the 6th season though.
So I mean, it's not really that he can't finish things well. It's more of he's good at like starting and then getting it going. And then usually he just kind of he leaves and does his own stuff after that.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with Star Wars. He got it going, and then he passed off to Rian Johnson. But he is such a massive Star Wars sweaty, as everyone knows, that it's not really that. I mean, it's more of it's no longer just his sandbox. Now it's his and Rian Johnson's sandbox. And I think what he does with the meat, basically Rian Johnson's got the meat of the story in his hands, and everyone seems to be pretty confident that he's going to give us something really great. Mm-hmm. So I am really excited to see what JJ does to take the meat of that and then wrap it up into a satisfying conclusion. Which I think with the break from episode 8, I actually have a lot of faith in him to do that.
Right, like. I mean, I look at JJ. I'll get to you in just 1 second, Paulie. Mm-hmm. I look at JJ like this, guys. He got the ingredients out in 7. Rian Johnson, cooked it, and now they ate the meal. Now JJ has to wash the dishes. He has to clean up. He has to fix it up. I think that the most important movie in the original trilogy was Empire. I think Empire was easily the most important because that's the movie that tells the most story.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first movie sets up. The last movie wraps up. But the second movie, story, all your big plot points are usually in your second movie if you have a trilogy. So Rian Johnson really has that. And look, guys, it wasn't going to be Rian Johnson. He just did The Last Jedi. He's burnt the fuck out, guys. When you make a movie as big as Star Wars, that's like a year and a half, almost 2-year commitment writing the script.
Bring him back for episode 10.
All this shit.
Bring him back for episode 10. Have it JJ Ryan.
Look, I'm okay with that. I mean, look, I haven't seen Last Jedi yet, but everything I've heard has been amazing. So, I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. But it's like, do you guys not realize how big of a fucking production Star Wars, especially a Star Wars numbered title like in the main series?
Yeah.
That's a 2-year process, dude. And he's writing the script. And he's rewriting the script. And he's storyboarding and he's doing all that shit. He's shooting everything. He's editing everything. Like, he's doing everything, bro. That's just so much to ask a guy. Hey, can you just do this, one movie? Another one, another 2-year process, no break, no nothing, bro. You don't need that because episode 9 is coming in 2 years. Like, it's coming soon, and they had to completely rewrite the entire script. It's gonna be another 2-year process. So you guys need to understand it was never gonna be Rian Johnson. Paulie, I'm so sorry, sir. Let me get you, sir. JJ is back, sir. Is it in JJ we trust, Paulie, or are you as nervous as some people are, Paulie?
In JJ, we trust.
In JJ, we trust.
And going back to all the people who are not happy with the direction that he took, like Star Trek or Star Wars. Okay, Star Trek, I can understand it. I can understand why people wouldn't like his film, but let me bring something. Let me remind you of something. Let's set the Wayback Machine maybe 11 years or so to Star Trek's 40th anniversary. It was all but dead. I mean, I loved Enterprise. I thought it was a great series, but it only lasted 4 seasons. It was, and it was not well received at the end. It did not give a good payoff. There was no talk about this franchise ever coming back. Star Trek looked like it was about to be left in the dustbins of history. I mean, we'd always have the shows and the movies to look back on. All of a sudden, here comes JJ with Star Trek 09. He reignited that franchise.
That movie is so fucking good.
And same thing with Star Wars. I mean, George Lucas never had any intention to make another Star Wars. I don't think he ever had any intention to make another Star Wars movie because he saw these films, the first 6 films, it was all about the journey of Anakin, his rise, his fall, and his ultimate redemption. That story's been told. He had no intention of ever making another Star Wars movie ever. And apart from like the Clone Wars series, which I admit is freaking awesome, I love it, but we were never going to see Star Trek on the big screen again. All of a sudden, here comes Disney. No, I think there's more story we can tell. How are you going to do it? Here comes JJ Abrams. Guess what? He brought Star Wars back too. So two of the most iconic science fiction properties in American history and pop culture mythology, pop culture icon, were revived, and he fucking did it. Maybe he wasn't alone in doing it. He had help from like the studios, but he brought them back. So whether you like these movies or not, they wouldn't be in the mainstream anymore if it wasn't for JJ Abrams. So you got to give him that.
Hey guys, can I ask you a question? Yeah, ask a question. Where's all the hate coming for episode 7? Where's all the hate? I have people coming out of the woodwork saying, "Oh, episode 7 wasn't that good. It was okay. It was so much like A New Hope. It was so much like the original Star Wars." Stupid. We like that movie.
Don't you
we
love how people
Star Wars?
Don't you people love how people can selectively re-edit their own history? Oh yeah, I never liked that. Yeah, you also saw Star Wars: The Force Awakens about 5 times in theater. Was that? Oh, yeah, I hated that. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
And like talking on the group, some men saying, "Well, Force Awakens is slightly better than the prequels." Are you fucking kidding me right now? What?
No.
Are you? Look, the first time that JJ was in a press conference, said the one thing that all Star Wars fans wanted to hear: "We're going back to practical effects." Thank the Lord, JJ.
Yes.
Thank you. You get what Star Wars is about, not the CGI fuckfest that we got from George. No. Practical effects. Like, look, episode 7 is my 3rd favorite in the series. I don't like it as much as Empire. I don't like it as much as Jedi. I like it more than the original Star Wars because, again, I'm the only Star Wars fan that I think it's that the original Star Wars is overrated. I like Force Awakens more, but the original is still amazing. But when this movie came out, and even years later, nobody was hating on this. It's all of a sudden, oh, JJ's coming back. Oh, I fucking hated that movie. That movie sucked. What? Huh? No, he reinvigorated a fucking franchise, guys. He brought it back. Like,
dude, all those people that say, "Oh, The Force Awakens sucks." Yeah, go back and watch the prequels. Go back and watch Attack of the Clones, and then tell me that it sucks. All right?
Yeah.
You want to have George Lucas come back and direct those movies? Go back and watch those movies again.
Hold on. You just said to Mike, and it actually got to a rumor I just saw. There's a bit of a rumor going on, and I have no idea where the hell this came from, that George Lucas actually does want to direct episode 9. Yeah. I have no idea.
George Lucas, he wanted to do like
art museum or something like that. Yes, he is.
George Lucas.
Never. Read my lips. Never, George.
George Lucas for me is the Stan Lee of Star Wars. He's a great idea man. He can create characters and storylines. I would not touch him. They are brilliant. Keep him away from pen and paper. Keep him away from the camera. He has no business directing or doing the actual script of any of them. Leave the more talented people. Have him make the ideas. Have them work with them. That is how he should work.
He needs to go. Look, Mike. He needs to go on the other side of Disney. Go stand with Spielberg and actually come up with a good script for Indy 5. Stay the fuck away from Star Wars, George. Help Spielberg make a good script for Indy 5.
I don't even trust him.
No nuking the fridge.
I don't even trust him with that. Have him get like a general idea of what they'd like to do, and then have someone else write the script. Because last time he wrote the script.
I didn't even go off on a tangent, but I just see all these people like, oh, Force Awakens was okay. No, it was awesome. I loved that movie. Loved that movie. Like, oh, are you kidding me right now? Like, just crazy, bro. So anyway, let me give you guys' thoughts on this real quick, I guess. They moved the release date, guys. Any thoughts on this? Are we disappointed? Are we like, well, this is a typical JJ? I mean, any thoughts, guys?
I mean, of course, I'm disappointed because I want more Star Wars as soon as possible the way it's going right now. But I mean, obviously, I understand it. I mean, if what you and Mike were saying were true, like Episode 9 was going to be like a heavy Leia-based story. I mean, obviously, with her untimely passing, they're going to need a lot of time to like completely rework the script, just redo everything about it. Plus, with JJ back on board, maybe he has another idea of where Episode 9 should be. So he needs more time to put this in place. I mean, as you said, this is going to be a minimum 2-year commitment. Making any movie minimum is a 2-year commitment. And usually longer, but it's more like 4 to 5.
Right.
So,
and
yeah,
like
he needed more time. I'm sure he needed more time to just get it all together.
Just because, look, as much as those people wanted Rian Johnson to like do Episode 9, this doesn't mean that he can't help JJ write the script or like do a treatment of the script. Like these two can work together. It's now their story, you know. It's those two directors are giving us this 3-story movie arc. You know, Rian Johnson in this next movie, guys, has to tell us who Smoke is, who is Rey's parents. You know, what has Luke been doing? You know, is he finally going to talk in this movie? You know, like there are questions that are going to be needing to be answered in The Last Jedi.
I don't know how much of Snoke we're gonna get. Because basically in interviews with Rian Johnson, he said that you'll find out more about Snoke, but you won't get the full story. He's not really interested in telling Snoke's backstory.
Okay.
Snoke is Ezra Bridger from Rebels.
So it might be it might be more so like Empire. New Hope was like later. Vader was the main villain, and then in Episode 6, it was the Emperor. You know, like he emerged as that main villain. So maybe Snoke will finally emerge as that main threat in whatever Episode 9 is going to be called. So okay, so I mean like. Kylo Ren, he's no Darth Vader, so I mean, I don't know. We'll see. And according to my girlfriend, he's ugly as shit. So.
Whoa!
Oh, but he's got that scar going now, isn't he? Doesn't that make him more badass?
I'm sorry. No, I listen. Adam Driver
should be bigger.
You can't knock a guy who's served in the Marines. Okay? Adam Driver's a good dude, and he's served in the Marines, so that gives them an extra element of attractiveness that ladies would find.
We're in the theater, guys. He takes his helmet off. First thing Gretchen says, she says this was the entire theater can hear. Ugly. And the whole theater just laughs, just fucking chuckles at what she said. I was like, Gretchen. She's like, boy, he is. I mean, whatever. I'm
sorry. I think Adam Driver is a good-looking dude, and like I said, he was a Marine man. You can't knock him for that. That gives him extra attractive points.
Actually, I recently saw Logan Lucky, and I was surprised at how much I really liked his character in it. He was a really, really good character in that one.
Yeah, I mean, look,
great movie.
Charlotte Motor Speedway.
All right, guys. So, I mean, this was just a quick thing, just to talk about the news. I mean, Last Jedi will be here in like 2 months. I can't fucking wait. I can't believe it. I'm so freaking excited.
Yeah.
In a 3-week span, guys, we're getting a Marvel film, a Justice League film, and a main titled Star Wars film. Like, have the sweaties ever been happier, guys, that we're gonna get this? I mean, I'm so freaking excited. I can't wait. It's gonna be an amazing time for cinema. So I want to thank my amazing panel for being here. So Paulie, sir, thank you for joining me.
Dude, it was an absolute pleasure having you here, and I'm so excited that you're coming back to New England so we can be in front of the camera together again.
Yes, sir. I cannot wait. Chris, sir, we're glad you're not dead. Thank you for coming back.
It was an absolute pleasure.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure. But I also want to say to JJ, if he's listening, doubt it. But JJ, don't make a Star Killer Base 2.0, please.
No, please. Please do something different. Mike, sir, thank you for joining us. But
hey, always a pleasure. And Chris isn't dead. He's getting better.
Yes, he's getting better, so this is good. So, guys, thanks for watching, and have a great night.
Bye-bye.